Hello and welcome to the 11th installment of the Lost Media Chronicles, a show of which goes over various lost books, movies, art, you name it. Now, as a lot of you are probably aware, we're in the middle of our 3-part Radiohead review for 2 Beats Plus.
The band certainly isn't an easy one to cover, but it definitely is worth it. With their music being rich in content and rewarding upon multiple listens, it's not hard to see why they're one of the most beloved bands of the past 20 years.
As you can expect with how popular Radiohead is, there is a slew of unreleased content with their name attached to it.
There's the songs that were supposedly left off of the King of Limbs album, the slew of tracks left on the cutting room floor such as Big Boots, and songs that have only ever been played live that have no known studio versions, other than the suspiciously appearing bootleg, that is.
Now there's one line in particular that remains partially lost that has let many fans down since the early days of the internet. Today we'll be talking about the music video for Letdown. Did I just accidentally make a pun?
The year was 1997. Radiohead had just finished touring for their second album, The Bends, and were feeling pumped with the critical and commercial success to top their previous efforts. Thom Yorke and the boys charged into the studio in July of 1996, cranked out all of the album's tracks by March of 1997, with the album being released 2 months later to widespread critical acclaim. This easygoing production would clash in comparison to the nightmare that would be known as Kid A, but that's a different story for a different day.
Now, OK Computer is often regarded as one of the greatest albums ever recorded, and if you want to hear my take on it, go ahead and check out the 2 Beats Plus review of Radiohead, in particular Part 2.
The album went through several different phases, including a phase involving having a music video for every single track on the album. Now, obviously music videos were released for singles such as Karma Police and No Surprises, but the only other song from the planned music video for every track phase that actually got a finished product was the video for Letdown. Thom Yorke decided to pull the plug on this idea after seeing the video and apparently calling it shite, though other sources claim differently, which is strange because it honestly isn't all that bad of a video. Other sources say that the plug was pulled because it just simply didn't fit the themes of the rest of the music videos, which also makes sense.
Now, what I'm about to show you is all that survives of this music video, which is a little strange because usually when you say something like that, you're talking about a partially lost silent movie or a partially lost symphony, something that has some sort of ancient value to it, not a relatively recent 1997 music video.
There are 2 reasons why fans seek out the full version. First off, this is an incomplete rough edit of the final version that was put up on the personal website of the video directors, who were Alan Smith and Adam Fulks, known then as Straw Donkey. Yorke eventually ordered the video to be taken down from the site. This incomplete version isn't fully synced up with the song, and the images kinda linger on screen for longer than they're supposed to. Allegedly, it was supposed to feature an animated silhouette of a city viewed from above in a motorway, and also contained a bit of a collage featuring Thom Yorke. But if you use your imagination a little bit, you see a series of images that actually illustrate the song's message of despair and sadness with modern-day society. I honestly think it's pretty beautiful.
Now, another reason why this video is so heavily... I was saying, another reason why this video is so heavy... Okay, pause the song. Thank you.
The other reason why this video is heavily sought out is that the music video isn't even at the length it's supposed to be. It's a little bit more than a minute short. You see, if you watch the video on YouTube today, you'll notice a loud fuzzy noise that suddenly erupts right before the end. Yeah, we're actually making it a bit quiet on here, but if you watch the video yourself, be careful because it can pretty much pop your eardrums. There's a number of different theories floating around, but the most commonly accepted is that whoever was downloading this had it stopped before it had completed. In the early days of the internet, lightning-fast download speeds were only a faint, impossible dream. People had to wait for their dial-up modems, or early cable modems, to slowly load the file over the course of days to even weeks. Video files, you bet your butt that they'd take forever. But back then, people were fine with it because this was a new technology and this was amazing enough. I can only imagine a bunch of millennials staring in horror as their file takes over 3 weeks to download and it's only 3 minutes long. The download may very well have been stopped due to a network problem, but I like to think that it was stopped because at the very moment York ordered its removal, the person was still downloading it. It's like the fan was very faintly touching fingers with Thom Yorke, like that painting of the guy reaching for God and touching fingers with him. This is the sole known copy of the music video that has been floating around for years, and despite fan claims, no other version is available to the general public. It's very likely hiding in some dark vault where York occasionally takes it out once a year, watches it, and laughs to spite us all.
Now, does it really matter that this remains lost? Not really, to be honest. It remains 70% intact, and even though it's the unfinished version of the video, it just takes a little tiny bit of imagination to put 2 and 2 together to really see what it's about. It wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing if it were found, but it wouldn't be that much different of an experience. However, some of the really die-hard fans of any work just prefer to have a complete collection of everything they possibly can by something they love, and it's not hard to understand why this is so heavily sought after. It's like someone telling you to find the last little remaining piece of that holy grail you have. No one else really cares, but you do, because it's a cherished treasure to you, so you will go and look for that last little piece, just so that way you can say you have the whole thing, and then you can show it off to your friends for bragging rights. Whether or not those bragging rights are worth anything, it doesn't matter. It makes us happy, and it makes us want to continue to seek out even more lost media. Join us next time when we go over our first video game themed episode. See you later.
True.